go back to your question, talking about, is it a barrier to economic development? I think in many ways, even in the West, we're seeing this because affirmative action is, in the US, even here, we're seeing it. And even now with, the different ideologies of kind of left, equality, DEI structures within companies. I think any society that deviates from meritocracy, which is people who have the most merit, who deserve it the most, who are the most qualified, anything that deviates from that, I think makes everything less productive. We want the best people for the best positions.
And I would agree with you with one caveat. I think if we in India were to go down that way of being an absolutely meritocratic society, we need to first shore up the bottom layer. We need to find a way, instead of giving reservations to people based on their caste at universities or for jobs, build the schools in their communities. Until those schools aren't built, send them to the best schools that are available. If you want to use that term of reservations, then you should do it at the bottom, not at the top. The top is just the easy icing on the cake.
Because also people don't have the same opportunity,
Exactly.
not access to the same. So that's true that in the sense that if you do make it a meritocracy, these people in the lower caste who don't have access to the same education, who don't have access to the same opportunities, will still be met with these hardships where they won't be represented because they're not, even though they might have the potential, they might not get the same opportunity.
But using this fantastical analogy of a true meritocracy, over time, if anyone messes up at the top of the pyramid, they would lose out as well.
Yeah.
So it always opens up space in a true meritocracy. But once again, I don't think there's a single country in this world that is a true meritocracy. I think perhaps the US probably is the closest example.
Yeah.
And
but
the US
it seems
went
the
from,
US is
I agree, but the US did go the quickest from having no race mixing to having a black president.